Welcome to your daily special with Mama Coco, aka Marisa Gormacinda Stevens. Welcome back, everyone, to your daily special. Today I will be using the Cross Street Oracle cards that I have come up with. Cross Street Oracle cards is all about the crossroads of life. Questions, the uncomfortable questions that we are forced to ask ourselves. Not everything is lily white and bright. Sometimes it's muddy and you got to get through it. That's what the cross streets is all about. It helps create that spark in the darkness where you can see things a little brighter, a little closer. And that's it. Been waiting for cards to fall out, and we have two that fell out. And thank you again for everybody that's buying the Cross Street Oracle cards and appreciates them. And I actually have several other people now on the internet using my cards, doing readings for their clients. And all I can say is accomplished. First step anyways. So, because right now I'm working on my second book. I've been working on it for a while. I've just been keeping it under my hat, and I still will. I want to say it'll be out by next fall, but I don't know. It might be another year or two after that. I don't know. I keep adding to it, so. And I'm not saying the title either. So, anyways, back to you. We have two cards here. We have Nine of Earth. And we have Four of Earth before Earth was inverted. Okay. So Nine of Earth, number 9. It's a series of 3s. Being surrounded by the masters. This also is letting you know that you are coming to a full circle situation 3 times. Lessons in grounding yourself, especially when dealing with money issues. Hence, drama in the work environment. So these are the questions you should be asking yourself. The planet to work with would be obviously Earth. Also, too, the angel to work with would be Uriel. So let's get started. Did you create karmic law? Creating karmic law could be many different situations. Sometimes taking something personal can create karmic law. It's a fucked up way. Just think about it. It took me a minute. Is there imprisonment? Is there really imprisonment? So are you sending too much money to someone in prison? Because if you are, you need to knock it off. They're in prison for a reason, and they're under punishment for a reason. And Mama's not trying to be mean, because Mama's had family and friends and lovers in prison that I have visited. So when they get in trouble, they get in trouble. So it is what it is. Or are you imprisoned within yourself about a situation? Are you creating your own pillars of bricks or poles that you can't get through to go on to learn? Because so many people are so afraid of losing when that has nothing to do with it. It's about either winning or learning. Because when you learn, you will hopefully keep winning. You just keep going that way. There's no such thing as losing, because that creates the very parasite of self-judgment. Self-judgment turns into self-victim and self-victimizing oneself. See the pebble and pond effect I'm talking about throughout my videos? Is there shame and suspense? So if this is a full circle situation 3 times, if it has something to do with your temper, how you deal with the situation, whatever it is, shame and suspense, if you're asking yourself that and you do see it, correct yourself, because you know you're judging yourself. So if you're judging yourself, are you really learning from the situation? Because if you keep judging yourself, you're going to be stuck and stagnant in the same situation. So it's like trying to run uphill in quicksand. Body in motion always stays in motion, but you're going to get tired. Does this current situation serve you? Why and why not? So look at your work environment. Does it serve you or does it not? You know, it's like me when I worked the service business as a waitress. Half the time I couldn't stand all my coworkers, but they thought I was sweet as pie. But when I saw them outside of work, I acted like I didn't even know who the fuck they were. We had a job. We worked as a team. We had to get it done. Them as a person did not like the way they insulted people, didn't like the way they carried themselves. It was just tacky in my eyes. So if I saw you on my time, it's my choice whether I want to get to know you or not. And that karma right now coming towards me, whoo, am I learning that real quick? Because I'm seeing a lot of people that I don't serve anymore, and how much you treat me so differently. That's okay, though. Walking with grace through the fire, because shaking off the sparks, one way or another, I will land amongst the stars. Let's see here. So again, look at this current situation if it serves you. Also, too, if you subcontract out of a store, or if you are running a store, you know, what serves you and what doesn't serve you. You know, it's like, is business just business? You know, there's some people that run a business purely because they do believe in what they do. And then there's some people that half-ass it. You know, they believe in what they do, but they're so desperate to make money, they're willing to settle for cheap things. Because not everything is true. Just like the burger at McDonald's is not the same from getting a burger at a really nice restaurant, or even eating a burger from your own mother's hands. You know, when you think about it. Not trying to freak you vegans out, just relax. So you get what I'm saying here? You know, I'm sure I'm opening some doors today. So if it serves you, you know, if you can subcontract out of it, you know, out of a certain situation where you don't end up being an employee or feeling obligated to do beyond what you're being called upon, it's really your personal choice. But you have to remember to build your limit doors, your screen doors around you of what bullshit you're willing to take. Because it'll be just like high school. Because there's been times I've worked at stores, you know, and little bullshit starts running around. I have sat in rooms with 20 people, and out of the 20 people, I might have gotten along with one outside of that room. But I don't have to sit in a room and do a job to do my job. I mean, it's just something that's instilled in me since a small age, because I've worked the service business. I firmly believe if everybody in this world worked one day in the service business, people would get a huge wake-up call on knowing real and fake facade, knowing the difference when someone is obviously fake, nice to your face. You know, sometimes some people that have worked desk jobs their whole life will never recognize someone. They'll be oblivious to insults, right, and smack dead in front of them, because they're a smart ass themselves. But there's a difference between being a smart ass and just flat out being rude too. So it really depends on how much politics you're willing to deal with in the situation. That's why the question asks you, you know, will it serve you? So everybody's different. I can't tell you what to do. And at the bottom it says full circle 3 times. We've spoken that on already. And right now it says, are you ready for new beginnings? Because you can either have new beginnings with that same situation, or you can be impressed and be like, you want to go back to a situation, or are you moving forward for a reason? Because like myself, I don't mind being a team player. But when I'm a team player of something, and sometimes the team might stray in a different direction, that doesn't always mean you have to follow. You can still go somewhere else. You know, it's just like that post I read on Facebook the other day. The woman that always follows the crowd will never go beyond the crowd. The woman that goes beyond the crowd will be the one that will adventure and experience things in life no one ever has gone beyond to do. So it's really up to you. It's up to the individual. And also self-employment with a question mark. If you are self-employed yourself, whether it's steady income or not, ask within yourself if you're living within your truth. And if you are living within your truth and the money house is not the way you want it right now, trust and believe it will get better. My money house has been up and down, enough to know this time when it goes up, I know exactly what I'm doing with it and where I'm going with it, and keeping it that way. So, you know, recognize that within yourself before you move forward with any projects. Because the first people that will come to you about bitching about someone being two-faced and bitching about playing both sides of the fence, they will do you dirty the same way that other person just did them. Be careful of that. It's happened more than once in my life. It happens. Because that will bring you to your crossroad decision. 4 of Earth. It's all about the money house today. Are you resting and making the best of it? I know I am, because I'm sitting back working on my second book, and I'm observing, because sometimes life can be more entertaining than cable TV, because cable TV is just filled with nonsense, realistic. shows, whatever. Are you organizing your thoughts? Hence, sitting back, observing, and keeping your mouth shut for a little while. You'd be surprised how many rats you flush out. It's kind of funny. Are you accepting misfortune and moving on? Oh, I know I am. Sometimes the very misfortune brings you to the fortune that just overflows nonstop. I learned the biggest wake-up call. I remember when I used to get so pissed off when I would learn something new. But I have learned something new, repeated on the same cycle in such a strong volume, and that I know how I can manifest. I'm going to be very particular now on how I manifest. Very particular. Because it's time to heal before any decision making. Makes a lot of sense what I'm going through. This is a crossroads decision, because I am having a crossroads decision with someone with dark hair and dark eyes. A couple of you. But that's okay. Mama will always have love for you. But Mama will never forget the daggers. They tend to leave a scar now and then, so you never forget. You can forgive, but you never forget. Let's see here. Crossroad decisions. It's basically towards past situations that may affect your future, which is fine, you know. Sometimes when you step back out of a train, you can see, it's like, best way of describing it is like when you're a musician and you leave a band and all of a sudden they made it overnight. But even though they made it overnight, they're just another top 40. Do you want to be another top 40? Think about it. Top 40. Midlife crisis number. Ironic. Think about it. Like, just think about it. I can't tell you how to think. I know what I'm thinking, but my job as a holistic street counselor is just to bring you holistic ways of opening the doors. So, open that door. And never jump to conclusions, it says on the bottom. So when you're making your crossroad decisions, make sure you make it pure of heart and not through jumping to conclusions when dealing with your full circle situation 3 times. Peace. Make sure to click the link below to purchase your own cross street oracle cards to start helping yourself and those around you.